Check it out. It's working. This beast over here is actually now working. If you remember, this was the machine in my, what was it? What did I call it? That live stream where I was trying to install Linux on it, and that didn't work at all. And I couldn't get it to work at all. So, here's what I did. Let's see if we can open this without disturbing everything. What else is going to go flying? So these are the two drives. Both 40 gigabytes. They're both the same. I guess they're different. I mean, that one's a DEA0, which I actually thought was dead at first. You know, 00DEAD, which would have been kind of funny. I think that was the one that actually had the bad sectors on it, that I corrected by running it through a HDAC2 run, managed to reallocate them. I don't know what the one on the bottom is, but it doesn't really matter. They're both 40 gigabyte Western Digital drives. They were both jumper for cable select, and the machine just flat out wouldn't talk to them. So I took them out, I put them into this thing down here, with this cable, which I will also talk about, because you can see there's something kind of strange with it. Those of you who actually know these things will see what's strange right off the bat. So then with that cable, that machine wouldn't talk to either of the drives. It just didn't recognize either of them at all. So I was like, okay, there's got to be an issue with one of the drives. This cable, it was a dual device cable. It is, what is it? 80 wire, 40 pins but 80 wires. They double the number of wires so you can get higher bandwidth with one of these, higher throughput. And while I was removing it to go and try some other configuration, I don't remember what configuration it was exactly, that connection just ripped out while it was in the drive. Like, the connector didn't come out, the cable, it just ripped free from the cable. The connector is still here somewhere. I don't know where I put it. Where'd it go? Well, oh, there it is. This is what's left of it. This is actually rather interesting in that, for those of you that remember the old thick net, I think they're called vampire clamps, or vampire connectors, it's kind of similar to this, where this just goes in and pierces the cable, and that's how it communicates. So if you ever wondered how all that works, there you go. The cable still works. Like, this is fine. So that's separated. I had to use a pair of pliers to get the connector out of the drive. That was a pain. Finally, I don't remember, I had to do it with single devices. Just use this cable, one at a time, put them in here. This thing recognized both drives individually, and erased them that way with HDAT2. And put them back in here. Set it up, cable select on both drives. Just as you see it right now, the cable was set up just like that. Turn it on, nothing. Video comes up, get a gray screen, no blinking question mark, nothing. So, same symptoms that we had before. So I thought, okay. Tried each device on its own. They worked. On their own, got the blinking question mark. Tried master, then slave. Gray screen. And then I tried this. And this configuration right here, with the master on the furthest end of the cable and the slave on the... Okay, slave on the first connection, master on the second. This is what finally worked. Finally was able to talk to the drives, got it to erase them. I don't think you can hear that, though. Something shiny in there. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to replace this optical drive as well with one so I can actually push this button and have it actually work. Anyway, that's how all of that went. It finally managed to work. Both drives are formatted. Everything is hunky-dory there. I almost wonder if the SCSI card was throwing it off in any way. I don't think so. I'd be very surprised. But I don't know why it didn't work with cable select, because the one down there, I'm reasonably sure, is set to cable select, and it works just fine. So, I don't know, like, it wouldn't even boot, like, nothing. Wouldn't do anything. So, okay. Now everything is working now, so, there you go. Finally managed to get this thing to do its job, and format drives, and install an operating system. So there you can see all that it is. This is OS 10.1, which is extremely outdated. What is that? Remember that iTunes logo? What version of iTunes is this, anyway? Can I click cancel? There's a close. Okay, I can click cancel. iTunes 1.1. Wow. Still haven't got over this stupid cough that I hate. How about Idiot Exploiter? What version of IE is this? 5.1. Would you like to set it as your default browser? Oh, sure. I'll install another browser later if I really care. Specified server couldn't be found. Well, it's because the Ethernet cable's not plugged in. Haven't really done anything with this. This is... Oh, I already said 5.1, didn't I? Oopsie. Get OS 10 software. System preferences. This doesn't have a system profiler on it, so... So we can see all of that. I'll customize this to my preferences here in just a second. That's cool. Okay, so that's pretty much all that I really need to do with this. I may still put Linux on it. I don't know. I don't think I will, though. I think I'm going to put Linux on the iMac G3 600 sitting in the closet right now. Probably will put OS 9 on this as well, just so I can have the classic environment and install my classic applications, but other than that, that is pretty much all for the video. If I just really want to make a video so I can tell you, hey, it works. So, thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. This might be the last of the Power Macintosh G4 series. I don't know. But until next time, this is CP666 signing off. Shutting down.